Hello humans, ghouls, and mutated fools. This is Mara from Beware Mutated Zombies, and you're on the channel Beware Mutated Zombies. And today we're going to be playing Zombie Apocalypse Survival Simulator. It's a game from the people that made those personality tests that I first started playing way back. Hold on, let me see. I have my Steam up. What is their name? Who are they called? Randumb Studios. This is a game made by Randumb Studios. Um, I want to play all their games. I really like personality games. And I figured, hey, I'm a zombie mutated one, but it's a zombie apocalypse survival simulator. So, you know, it goes hand in hand. So I'm gonna see if I would survive based on the parameters set here. This guy looks really weird. I don't like the tongue thing. If he didn't have that, is that a tongue? It looks like a tongue and not a scar, so I'm gonna say that's a tongue. That guy's weird. This chick, I don't think she'd survive based off those, how much skin she has with her legs. Like, zombies very easily will scratch and bite those thighs. So let's go ahead, choose new game. Welcome to Bunker Don't Dead Open Inside. That sounds legit. Well now, what do we have here? I think we have ourselves a wanderer, Jax. Well, looks like they've wandered into the wrong bunker today, Vega. Hold on a minute, Jax. Not so fast. Maybe they're here to join us. I'm now wondering if it's actually a simulator. Like, the last time there was a simulator-style game, it was just a bunch of questions, and so I don't know if it's actually a simulator. I think it's just a bunch of questions. Yeah, I don't like that idea. I say we shoot him and loot him. Of course you would. You look like the type of person that would say that. Jax, absolutely not. They're clearly unarmed and don't have any supplies or rations to their name. There's nothing worth looting, and we don't need another body to dispose of. I mean, I don't know how I made it here without any supplies or rations, and also, if you're in a zombie apocalypse scenario, it is a good idea to have bodies around to use as bait, or to cover the stench of the living, because the dead tend to be like, nothing around here should be living for me to consume because it smells of death and there's not the noise of living people. So just from what I've noticed, you know. All right then, Vega, tell me, what's on your mind? I say we put him through initiation. Ah, here comes the quiz. Are you sure they're worth it? I mean, look at them. They're kind of pathetic looking. No, hey, don't judge a book by its cover. I could judge a lot of things about you that may or may not be true. I'm sure you don't want me to name any of those. Jax, they're right there. Why are you talking as if they can't hear you? Vega, look at all the fucks I give. Seriously, look at them. I don't feel like that matches his face, but that does crack me up. So many. I don't see anything. Exactly. Exactly. Well, I still think we should give them a chance. I mean, I gave you a chance, didn't I? Ah. Well, yeah. But I'm awesome. Are you? Oh boy. Is that what you think? Obviously. I mean, what other reason would you have to recruit me? Well, the word pathetic that you used earlier brings back memories of your initiation and... Wait, what? You guys let me in because you felt sorry for me? When you arrived at the bunker, you were naked and covered in your own shit, Jax. It was mud. Sure it was. Well, it didn't smell like mud. Fine, we'll give them a chance, but if they show any signs of being a detriment to our colony, they're out of here. Should you ask if I want to be part of this colony? Because it looks not like a good place. I mean, there's this dude here. There's this leg here. Or that leg belongs to that dude. And there's this guy over here that's almost naked and seems to be roaming around, and there's this body over here. I don't know if I want to be here. Oh, there's a leg right there too, behind Jax. Cool. You got a deal, partner. Alright, Wanderer. Here's the deal. We're going to ask you a variety of questions, and you're going to provide us with specific answers. As I'm sure you've seen, the dead roam these lands in far greater numbers than those that remain alive. We don't have strength in numbers, and one wrong decision in the heat of the moment can cost the lives of many. Makes sense? We're going to test your survival prowess and assess how you do before we decide to let you into our bunker for good. I'm glad there's not a physical test, because how would you do that? Or an eye exam? Some sort of health test, make sure I'm not bringing in any diseases that aren't zombie related. I like that it's just a bunch of questions. We'll take turns asking questions of varying types, and once we have enough information from you, we'll see whether you're fit to go on a mission, tend to things around here, or get chucked out on your ass to the flesh mungers. Or that, I suppose. I feel like Jax's questions are going to be ridiculous. Let's get right down to it, shall we? You go ahead and give the first part of the assessment, Jax. I will take notes. You got it, Vega. We'll start nice and simple. These shouldn't be too difficult for you. Try to be as honest as possible with your answers and take your time to really think before you speak. It's easy to misspeak when you're faced with pressure, but there's no going back or re-answering, so take your time. Your initiation starts now. Ooh, good music. Would you say that you enjoy spending time outside with nature? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform first aid? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve hunting? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve fishing? I want to say no, because it's something that happened in my childhood, but I would try. I'm confident that I could learn it after getting over the fear of a fish flying in my face. Would you consider yourself to be cardiovascularly fit? See, I could lie, and you'd be able to look at me and say, you're lying. Or I could be telling the truth, and you'd think I was lying. There's no way that this should be an actual factual question. This should be just a different part of the test. I'm going to say yes. Would you shave your head and or keep short hair in an apocalypse? I would keep short hair, yes. If I had scissors. I'm assuming I have scissors. Based on your haircut, I'm sure scissors are available. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to perform tasks involving water purification? Oh, heck yeah, that's definitely needed. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve animal trapping? Oh, that's sad. It's sad. Oh. No, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve fire building? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to find your direction without using a compass? Yes. Would you say that you work decently well with others? Yes. In the most drastic of circumstances, do you believe that you could stomach moldy expired food for sustenance? I have before, so yes. Would you take up smoking of any sort in the apocalypse? No. Would you say that you have any addictions or vices that are detrimental to your well-being? No. Do you show any signs of having potentially serious medical conditions of any kind? No. Do allergies count? Are you dependent on any forms of medication? Allergy medication, but like I can live without it. And Excedrin would be very nice for migraines, but I can live without it. Do you own any firearms? No. Are you wait, you can see me. You should know if I have any firearms on me. Are you confident in your ability to wield any of the following tools as a weapon? A baseball bat, a crowbar, a golf club, or a mallet? Yes, I have many a baseball bat around my house right now. Are you confident in your ability to wield any of the following tools as a weapon? A machete, a knife, fire axe, or hatchet? Yes, I have many knives around my house right now. If one of your family members became bitten and infected, and would soon be turning. Do you believe you could put them out of their misery? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be squeamish? No. The animal hunting thing or the animal trapping thing I wouldn't be able to do, but everything else I'd be able to do. And I wouldn't like hurl or anything, it'd just be like, oh, I feel so sad, no. Does the sight of blood make you nauseous or queasy? No. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that may require you to siphon fuel from a motor vehicle? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to read a map? I already know how to read a map. Are you confident in your ability to find your direction at night without the use of any tools? Yes, I've done it before. Can you think of a situation where you'd sacrifice yourself to save others? I can think of many situations. Are you confident in your ability to climb a tree if your life depended on it? I've never climbed a tree in my life. I don't remember climbing a tree anyways. So I'm going to say no. Yeah, no. I don't know how to climb trees. Would you consider yourself to be nimble? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be agile? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to treat a mildly infected wound? Confident in my ability? If I have the items I need, then yes. Are you confident in your ability to figure out ways to make torches out of only natural materials? I would need to try it out, so I'm gonna say yes, tentatively. Would you consider yourself to be a healthy individual? I like chocolate and ice cream too much, so no. I'm not healthy. I don't like vegetables. I don't like green food. I eat them if I have to, but otherwise. Do you enjoy the thought of scavenging or rummaging through junk to find something useful? That does sound entertaining. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to make Molotov cocktails or other explosive devices? Molotov cocktails, yes. Other explosive devices, no. So I'm going to say yes, because Molotov cocktails. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to operate a motor vehicle that you've never operated before? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to locate the North Star at night? Yes, I know where that is. Do you have an innate fear of the dark? No, I have a fear of what's in the dark. Would you say that you have above average communication skills? That depends on what you consider average at this point in time. So I'm going to say yes. Would you say that you're a people pleaser? Yes. Do you spend a lot of time indoors right now? Yes, because winter just happened. The icy roads are dangerous. Are you confident in your ability to think quickly while under pressure? Yes. Do you sometimes snore or make noise while sleeping? Not that I've heard of. Would you consider yourself to be a problem solver? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to act silently and keep quiet when the situation permits? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to persuade someone into trusting you? Yes. I don't think I've ever had to persuade someone into trusting me, so I'm not sure when that would happen. Other than like right now, where you just start asking questions as opposed to asking me if I even want to be here. Would you say that you know how to be very manipulative? That's part of influencing someone to trust you, so yes. Does the thought of how you might die make you uncomfortable more so than the thought of being dead itself? Does the thought of how you might die make you uncomfortable more than the thought of being dead? Neither really do, but I'm gonna say yes because the thought of being dead is less than how. Would you consider yourself to be even-tempered? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be highly rational? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be resourceful? Yes. Have you ever considered having an emergency survival skill or survival kit so you can be prepared and ready for the oncoming apocalypse? Yes, and I actually have first aid kits in 2 rooms? 3? Every room should have a first aid kit. Makes things easier. Would you feel comfortable killing, cleaning, and cooking an animal for survival purposes? Yes. Hence the hunting. Would you travel a fairly far distance to help find your family, even if you weren't entirely sure whether or not they were still alive? Depends on the family member. I'm going to assume close family, so yes. Cousins and cousins, no. Would you consider yourself to be an innovator? Yes. Would you say that you're mentally prepared for an apocalyptic situation? Yes. If you were home alone at night during a power outage and a loud thump came from somewhere in your home, would you go investigate? A lot of these need further expansion, because I have a dog who would bark if there was someone in the house. And if they did not bark, then I'd be like, whatever. If they did bark, then I'd be like, ah, crap, where's the bat? Especially because I have cats that make noises all the time. So I guess alone means there is no cat or dog, so yes, but I would have my baseball bat. Are you confident in your ability to run long distances without tripping? Yes. Bitches always be tripping. How dare you? Would you consider yourself to be a realist? Yes, it bothers a lot of people. Would you say that you get frightened easily? No. Do you tend to misplace or lose things frequently? No. Like, wallet is always in one of two places. Keys are always in one of two places. But things that aren't like everyday carries that move with the pants or jacket tend to always be where I put them. So I'm going to say no, because everyday carries are always in the thing that I was wearing last I had them, usually. Would you consider yourself to be mature for your age? Yes? Yes, I am so elderly. Would you consider yourself to be intuitive? Yes. If you had children to take care of in the apocalypse, would you pass the responsibility on to someone else instead? No. Would you be willing to kill, clean, and eat a venomous snake if you came across one in the wild? I mean, meat is meat. Would you be willing to eat scorpion spiders if you need to survive? Protein. Do you have any allergies to wildlife that you know of? Yes, aloe. Would you say that you sunburn easily? I do not. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to perform activities that involve securely tying knots and using rope? Like rope climbing? I'm bad at rope climbing. Never done it. So, well, no, I did it once when I was little. It was bad. Are you confident in your ability to find and use suitable tinder in order to keep a dying fire from going? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to craft and use a slingshot made from organic materials found in nature? I've never made a slingshot before. How do slingshot? But it's ability to learn, so yeah. Would you say that you frequently suffer from headaches? Yes. Would you say that you have good eyesight without the use of vision enhancing tools or aids? Yes. Would you kill someone who's threatening to kill you? If they're actively threatening and just not like using words, like if they're using their body to threaten and not their words, then yes. Would you kill someone who's threatening to kill your loved ones? Yes. Would you drive your car through a horde of the undead? If necessary. Would extra clothes be something you'd carry with you at all times? Yes? Probably. Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be hairy? Nope. What does that have to do with survival? Would you consider yourself to be short? Yes. Do you enjoy activities such as hiking? Yes. Do you enjoy activities such as camping? Yes. Do you stay adequately hydrated on a daily basis? Are you confident in your ability to cook a meal over an open flame? Yes. Do you have fear of heights? Yes. That might be part of the reason I'm bad at tree and rope climbing. Are you confident in your ability to traverse rough terrain for approximately 1 mile before putting up camp? I could do 7 miles. Probably more than 7 miles. Are you confident in your ability to physically carry someone injured out of a dangerous situation in a timely manner? Depends on how big that person is. Would you choose to keep pets in the apocalypse? No. Maybe. I'm thinking about the noise factor. Dogs, yes. Everything else, no. Maybe fish, because food. Would you consider yourself to have a high mental fortitude? Yes. Would you eat your best friend in order to survive starvation? No. No. If your loved one needed complete care in order to survive and provide nothing for you except for dead weight and another mouth to feed, would you still choose to care for them? Yes. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, why am I living so hard if not to care for the, like, I'm not a selfish person, so I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to survive so that I live. It's more like, oh, I want to survive so that I can make sure that others survive. That's my thing. Not bad, Ajax. No, not bad yet. I think they're doing quite well so far. They haven't made it through the hard questions yet, though. Oh, I know. That's where I come in. I was expecting some weird stuff from you, Jax. I am surprised and kind of sad about it. You take it from here, Vega. You got it, Jax. Now I'm going to ask you slightly more complex questions, and we'll see how good your decision-making skills truly are. Again, just stay honest and you'll have nothing to worry about. The next part of the assessment starts now. Ooh. Even more interesting music. Okay. Would you rather be more proficient using a bow or using a bow? Would you rather have a fire axe or a hatchet? Hatchet. At the start of the zombie apocalypse, would you rather be near the sea or in the dry, flat plains? Sea. Would you rather be part of the world's last medical team or the labor force? Ooh. Labor force. Medical means that we probably had to deal with zombies a lot more, so it's probably harder for us to have survived. Would you rather fortify an already constructed but badly damaged compound or build a new one from scratch? Fortify existing compound. If you were bitten by a zombie and the only way to survive was to hack off the limb in which you were bitten before the virus spreads, would you lose? Yeah. Lose an arm or lose leg. Oh, arm. Need to be able to run. Would you rather kill your loved one who is turning into a zombie or just let them turn and roam freely? Kill my turning loved one. Would you rather be part of a small, tight-knit group or be part of a large, more diverse group? Ooh. That's difficult. Large, diverse group. Would you rather eat an expired moldy can of soup or a still in-date can of dog food? Dog food. Would you rather use a car as a mode of transportation or a horse? Ooh, I want to say horse, but car. If your loved one was bit in the leg but didn't want to live without their leg, would you rather put them out of their misery or amputate their leg against their wishes? I'm gonna Lieutenant Dan. Would you rather be slow but stealthy or fast but clumsy? Slow but stealthy. Would you rather eat rotten animal meat in order to survive or eat fresh human meat? Ugh. Rotten animal meat. If you were suffering from severe frostbite, would you rather have to lose your thumb or lose your big toe? Big toe. Would you rather listen to music with headphones on or without Oh, that's difficult. Because with headphones, you might not be able to hear everything. Without headphones, you're allowing things to come and like know that you're there. Um, ooh, that's hard. Without headphones, let them come. Would you rather wear protective riot gear 24/7 or wear regular casual clothes 24/7? Ooh, riot gear. Zombie apocalypse has to be riot gear. Would you rather have to kill and eat your beloved pet in order to survive, or kill and eat a random stranger in order to keep you and your pet alive? I need story about this stranger. This is difficult. Very difficult. But if my beloved pet is a fish, then, you know, I kind of made them specifically for eating. But if it's my beloved pet that I have currently, you know, I have to kill a stranger because my cat will kill and eat me if given the chance. So your sibling and your significant other are being hoarded by zombies and you can only save one of them. Who do you save? Sibling. Would you rather forage for earthworms or catch and kill hummingbirds in order to survive? I don't think hummingbirds would have a lot of food in them. So I'm gonna say, like, I don't think they'd have a lot of meat. They're like small bony things, aren't they? So earthworms. Due to a roaming zombie horde, you must quickly evacuate your home, most likely never to return. You may choose to grab one of two items. On the way out of the house, you may grab the family photo album or your great-grandparents' old pocket knife. Pocket knife. Would you rather use buckets and jars to collect rainwater and hope for the best, or purified dirty gutter water? I mean, both are needed, but like, you have to purify the rainwater anyways because the salt. And like, when it's not going to rain, you're gonna need to purify the water, so just purify the gutter water. Would you rather be low on ammunition or low on medical supplies? Ooh, low on ammunition. Would you rather live in a society run by the government with martial law in effect at all times, or live in a lawless society where everyone fends for themselves? Lawless society. Would you rather have plenty of water but very little food, or very little water but plenty of food? Plenty of water but very little food. Would you rather have a shotgun or a rifle? Rifle. Would you rather have a bow or a crossbow? Crossbow. Would you rather wield a crowbar or an axe? Ooh. Because an axe could get stuck in something. And an axe is just super blunt. I'm going to say crowbar. Would you rather wield a baseball bat or a spear? Spear! No, I'll go with baseball bat. Oh, but spear long distance. Oh, but baseball bat. Spears can break. Baseball bat. Would you rather survive on your own or with a group? With a group. If you could have someone or something keep watch for you while you slept, that's partially why it's group. Would you rather have a guard dog or a watch person? Watch person. Would you rather have to eat moldy food or drink dirty water? Eat moldy food. Would you rather have to drink stagnant water or your own urine? Stagnant water? Would you rather use battery-operated flashlight or a firelit torch? Firelit torch. Would you rather build your camp on a large hill or in an open valley? Hill. Would you rather spend 10 minutes traveling through an underground tunnel in pitch black darkness or spend 2 hours finding your way through a dense forest to reach your destination? Forest. If you have 2 items in your backpack, one of them is a salami stick and the other item is a granola bar, which one do you eat? This is a weird question. For sure. The salami stick has protein and salt, which are very desperately needed. Granola bar is good, but I'm gonna say salami stick because salt and protein. Would you rather take a zombie bite and risk turning to save a group of strangers, or let 12 strangers die from a zombie attack that you could have prevented? Take the zombie bite. If you were separated from your loved ones and there was no guarantee that they were still alive when the evacuation team came to rescue everyone, would you stay in the zombie-infested area and search for them, or leave with the evacuation team to get to safety? Again, I don't really care about living, so I would stay in search just to find out. And then if they're alive, we make it out. If they're dead, then hey, now I know, and I can live as I please without the worry of them being alive and coming back and being like, what the fuck? Would you rather split your supplies among a group of people and risk running out faster, or survive alone but have a massive hoard of supplies? Split supplies and survive as a group. Would you rather witness an apocalypse or be born in a witness? Would you rather be stuck on a plane with zombies or stuck on a train? Is plane or a train? Train. Train to Busan. Would you rather fight against 2 fast-moving zombies or 6 slow-moving zombies? Oh. The slow-moving zombies. Who would choose fast? Would you rather build a bunker miles underground or a fort high up in a tree? Underground is good, but zombies don't know how to climb things, I believe. Hopefully. Also, cave-ins are kind of scary. That's a very scary idea. Earthquakes. Oh. Would you rather survive in a house out in the country or an apartment in the city? Ooh. If I'm in the country, farming is more readily available. If I'm in an apartment, stealing and looting from other places is available. And plus, I then have an entire apartment building thing at my disposal, and then I can like try to link it to other buildings. And apartment and city. If you were driving down the road and saw someone who could be in need of aid, would you rather stop and attempt to help them, or keep driving as if you didn't notice them? In what way does it look like they need aid? That is the question that I have for this. Because, like, if it's just like, oh, they're pulled over to the side of the road and they're waving down, no, that is dangerous. If they're walking, then it's like, oh, hey, do you need a ride somewhere? Like, 2 different circumstances. If you see someone they're being attacked, that's different. I'll pull over and see if they can help. Would you rather survive exclusively on canned food or exclusively on dehydrated food? I have yet to have dehydrated food, so I'm going to say dehydrated food. You and a dog you have just befriended 5 minutes prior are now surrounded by the undead. You can choose to risk your life by picking up the dog and attempting to escape, or you can guarantee your survival by letting the zombies devour the dog while you flee. Um, how do I know that this dog thinks that I'm its friend? Like, will it let me pick it up? Also, in this world, do the zombies eat dogs? Do they eat animals? Because if I'm just gonna, like, ditch the dog, then chances are the zombies might not go for it. Also, is the dog, like, barking like crazy, and if I try to pick it, like I need more information. I'll try to save the dog. Would you rather travel at night or during the day? Night. In the apocalypse, would you rather have to take care of a child or take care of an elderly person? Child. If you were in charge of leading a group of survivors, would you rather everyone see you as an equal or view you as much more equal? Would you rather live without air conditioning or without heating? Without heating. Wait. Yeah, heating. Would you rather would you rather have to survive in a zombie-filled manor for a week or survive in a forest with a few roaming zombies for a week? A manor or a forest? Manor. Would you rather drink water from a toilet or drink water from a puddle? Puddle. I think toilet water has chemicals or something in it. I'm not sure. Toilet might. Also, who used the toilet last? Like, when was the last time that toilet was cleaned? Would you rather spend 4 days wide awake fending off your base from zombies, or get adequate amounts of sleep but run the risk of your base becoming completely surrounded by the Walking Dead? What happens if it becomes, like, completely surrounded or overrun? Like, does it just mean that I can't get out? Does it mean that the barricade that I built will fall over? If I'm in that apartment building, I'm pretty sure I'd be surrounded, right? Also, I don't think anybody could do 4 hours or 4 days wide awake with no consequences. I'd rather be overrun. Would you rather be a master specialist in one vital thing that people need in the apocalypse or jack of all trades? Jack of all trades. Why not? It's apocalypse. I can learn. Would you rather live in a cave or on a boathouse? Boathouse. Would you rather roam from place to place for a year with survivors or live in a home for a year alone? Roaming from place to place means that there will be, like, many zombie hordes. And possibly someday even just a massive zombie city. Or even cannibals. I'd rather just live in a home where I know that I am perfectly fine. And then expand from there slowly, if I need to. Would you rather keep your survival supplies in a duffel bag or a backpack? Backpack. Would you rather search for and use wood or metal to fortify your base? Metal. Would you rather lose your vision in one eye or hearing in one ear? Ooh. Hearing in one ear. Would you rather harvest and build a fire with dry grass and straw, or harvest and build a fire with wood shavings? Dry grass and straw. Would you rather be stuck in a place that constantly rains or stuck in a place that's dry but incredibly hot? Rain. Would you rather survive by eating toads and frogs or survive by eating various bugs? I feel like the frogs and toads have more on them than the bugs. Would you rather eat a handful of caterpillars or eat a raw mouse? Why am I eating a raw mouse? Mouse. You find a generator with enough fuel to perform one task for your group. Would you choose to cook one meal that everyone shares, or make sure everyone showers and brushes their teeth for 5 minutes? Make a meal. Food is more important. I can't believe what I've been hearing. We might just have another member for our crew after all, Vega. I know. They just seem so promising. Don't forget what happened to the last wanderer, though. Remember? I know, Jax. I know. The first couple parts of the initiation are easy, but the final part is really what carries the most weight. Well, why don't we get on with it, then, so we can determine whether or not they'll truly make a good fit. Do you want to go, or shall I do the honors? You go right ahead, Jax. And make it a juicy one. They don't call me Juicy Jax for nothing. I feel like no one would call you that, and also, is this where I'm gonna get the weird questions? They call you that because you sweat a lot. Are you kidding me? Why does everyone here bully me? Why am I just learning about this now? It's because of the way you dress, isn't it? Sorry, bud. Whatever. Let's just get this over with. All you, buddy boo. The final part of your assessment begins now. This music's not as boppin', but maybe it's just slow to pick up. The zombie apocalypse has just begun while you're at home, eyes glued to the TV screen as the chaos begins to unfold. You hear screaming and explosions coming from outside, and you realize that you have virtually no supplies on hand to deal with what future terrors await you. You must think quickly and form a plan of action, for this may be the last decision you ever make. What do you do? Grocery store? No. Pharmacy? No. Weapons and tool shop? Maybe. Stay home and pray the chaos dies down. Ooh, that is also a good one. Also, like, prepping my home and things, like, you really should not go out until the chaos has completed itself, or at least reached a lull. So stay at home. Bad news. Your place of residence has quickly become swarmed by the undead. Good news, however. You have the opportunity to choose where you're going next. Okay. Bunker up in a fortified house, hide in an abandoned prison, hospital, or grocery store. Never go to the hospital during a zombie apocalypse. Never. Prisons are very far away. So no. I mean, the inmates might... No, wait, no, it's abandoned. Never mind. So, that's very far away. Fortified house. You have to break into the fortified house. Go chill at a grocery store. Maybe? There are a lot of grocery stores around here. And you have to know where the exits and entrances are for the grocery stores and make sure that those are all locked down. Grocery store. After months of surviving the apocalypse, you've managed to join a band of survivors and have built a fortified camp that you can rest peacefully in. That is, until a scout brings back word to your camp that a rampaging horde is headed straight for you. The horde is so vast, it's hard to tell how many rot bags are coming for you. So I ask you, what do you do? Abandon camp, stand and fight, hide in the camp, and pray the horde passes through without issue. Attempt to use yourself as bait. Yeah, when you say rampaging, it makes it seem like these are fast zombies and big zombies. So abandon camp and start over elsewhere. You've done an important job for a very important man, and it's time for you to be rewarded. You get to choose a mode of transportation to keep for as long as you stay alive. What do you choose? A bus. A bike? No. A tractor? No. A motorcycle? No. An old car? Yes. Because you might, like, if you're driving around and you get to a horde, you could sleep in the car. You could drive through things and not get bit. You find yourself lost in the woods at night, and it's so dark that you can't see your hand in front of your face. You're armed with an unlit torch and a combat knife. What do you do? Light the torch and run home as quickly as possible. Keep the torch unlit and wander aimlessly. Rest next to a tree and wait for morning. Light the torch intermittently and travel home slowly. Yeah, I would just wait for morning. You've been holed up in a tree house for over a month now, ever since a wild pack of zombie wolves chased you to your current location. Damn. You haven't seen any zombies in quite some time, but you hear the occasional moan and groan in the darkness of the night. You're quickly running out of supplies, and you know there's a grocery store about 15 minutes walking distance away, but you have no idea what waits for you there or if it's already been looted. What do you do? Leave and head to the grocery store, leave and try to scavenge nearby residences, stay and hope help comes for you, put out jars to capture rainwater, make traps. Scavenge near nearby residences. Hypothermia can be one of the most dangerous things you might encounter when attempting to survive in the wilderness. What is the earliest sign that you may be experiencing hypothermic shock? Poor blurry vision, confusion, slow reflexes, struggle to touch your thumb to your pinky, profusely sweating despite being cold. Ooh. Profusely sweating despite being cold? You've gone a bit too far out of your normal hunting grounds when searching for your next meal, but you should be able to find your way back home depending on how you orient your current position to which of the following. The sun, a trailhead or parking lot, a prominent peak, pond, or other landmark, a baseline such as a road or river. So, hunting ground, a bit too far. I want to say landmark. I mean, technically a parking lot could be a landmark if you say, oh, that's this landmark. Because this is where blah 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 used to be until they turned it into a parking lot. You're in charge of a group of about 20 survivors and you've somehow managed to lead them into a death trap hotel building. You're on the 3rd floor in a room stocked full of Molotov cocktails, and a massive zombie horde can be heard breaking through windows and doors on the 1st level. After about 10 minutes of swarming, you hear the zombies on the 2nd floor of the hotel, and you know it won't be long before they find you and your group on the 3rd floor. Your group is called in a favor from another band of survivors who have access to a helicopter. However, you're there 1 hour away, and you know you can't all fit on a helicopter at once. What do you do? Choose one person to sacrifice themselves and lead the dead away. Cover yourself in zombie guts and attempt to walk through the horde. Wait for the helicopter to arrive if necessary. Attempt to burn your way out with the Molotovs. It would take an hour. I mean, you could easily barricade things and fight, if necessary, using the Molotovs. And, oh, there's just so much that I need to know before I can answer this that I'm not allowed to know. So I'm going to say wait for the helicopter and fight if necessary, because there are things that I need to know that are not provided here. You're in charge of guarding the gate of your compound and decide who enters and who leaves. An unknown survivor approaches the gate and begs you for aid. The survivor claims to be alone and fears that they will soon perish if left out in the wilderness for any longer and seeks refuge in your camp. What do you do? Kill them and loot their body, welcome them with open arms, deny them entry until you've searched them thoroughly, deny them entry but give them supplies for the road. Yeah, deny them entry until you search them thoroughly. You and 2 others are stuck on a rooftop of a building located smack dab in the middle of the city, overrun with zombies. The people you're stuck with just so happen to be your best friend and your significant other. They're both mildly wounded, but a chopper is waiting on the rooftop to take you to safety. However, the chopper already has a pilot and 1 passenger and can only fit 2 more people aboard. What do you do? Force the pilot to take all 3 of you despite being over capacity. No. Go with your significant other, leave your friend. Stay behind and let the others go without you. Forcefully remove the other passenger, leave them there. Nah, I'll stay behind. It's your turn to scavenge for supplies in your community, so you hit the road and make your way to a small abandoned town in the middle of nowhere. Upon arrival, you notice that someone else is already doing the exact same thing for their community. You both mutually agree to help each other and split any loot you might find before going your separate ways, but your community is really struggling at the moment. What do? Kill a person, take all the supplies, convince the person to abandon their group and stay in town together, persuade the person to join your camp and leave theirs, split the supplies in half as previously agreed upon. I don't know how about their situation is. I'm not gonna like say, oh no, mine needs it more when I know nothing. You're driving your car back to camp after a successful supply run until you come to a sudden halt. Blocking the road is a small horde of zombies, maybe 20 or so in number. That's small. What do? Hit the gas and plow through them with your car. Turn around and look for an alternative route home. Park the car and attempt to clear the undead on foot. Attempt to go off-road and go around the zombies. I don't want the zombies to follow us. But also 20 is a big number. And I don't know how many people are with me, so... Yeah, I would look for an alternative route. I don't want them following. I don't want to damage the car so bad that, like, we can't progress, and I don't want to lose anyone by, like, being like, oh, we can take them. No. Scientific research suggests that zombies have an expiration date as they rot and decompose over time. But about how long can a zombie's body continue to function before inevitably rotting away? This depends on where, what kind of zombie, how deteriorated the zombie is based on damage it's already been dealt. There are many things. So I'm going to say 7 to 10 years. Just because, like, again, there are many factors at play. When you're in a crunch and you must resort to eating insects in order to survive, haha, crunch. Which insects would you generally attempt to avoid? Big ones, ugly ones, bright ones, smelly ones. Smelly ones? Like dung beetles? Which of these berries are safe to eat when ripened and cooked but will cause nausea when eaten off the bush? Golden currants? Well, I think we have enough information here to make our assessment. I agree, Jax. Oh, they both look so sad. These are interesting results for sure. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Vega? I believe so, Jax. I can't bring myself to say it, Vega. You tell him. Alright, Jax, if you insist. You're in! Yep. Makes me sick. Oh, lighten up, Jax. You passed our assessment. Yay. We want to get you a mission first thing tomorrow morning. Okay. You rest up. I'll show you to your room and bring you some rations in the morning. Oh, in the morning we leave. We'll see how you do tomorrow, Wanderer. Get a good night's sleep. It might be your last. Okay. Soon after you're initiated into your new home along with a few other survivors, you're sent off on a supply run with only a limited number of hours sleep and meager rations to sustain your energy. It's not a luxurious life amongst your new friends, but it's life nonetheless. Your first mission is as follows. Infiltrate a nuclear power plant and return with a quantum fusion core. What? What is a quantum fusion core, you might be wondering? To put it simply, it's the future, recruit. Okay. You needn't ask questions, only follow orders. Now off you go. It's not long before you and a ragtag group of compatriots reach your destination as you ride up to the seemingly desolate power plant. But all is not what it seems. Reactors are malfunctioning and loud warning sirens can be heard in the distance. Zombies pour forth from the chemical vaults and throw themselves towards your group, toxic jowls unhinging to take a bite of your neck and leave you squirming on the floor in agony. You and your crew open fire and rain down lead upon your foes, unleashing a merciless onslaught of devastation until there's nothing left but a wake of toxic destruction. To your amazement, the quantum fusion core is sitting in the back of a cargo truck ripe for the taking. It looks like another group of survivors had the same idea as your crew and came searching for the core, but unfortunately for them, their ammo supply was not as developed as yours. You load the fusion core into your vehicle and prepare to venture back to home base when you suddenly hear a loud, guttural groan coming from behind you. You turn around to see another survivor hurling putrid, chemical green projectile vomit from their mouth as their eyes begin to bulge out their skull. Ew. They begin to morph into something catastrophic, unlike anything you've ever laid eyes on before. They grow to 3 times their size and grow 3 additional fully functional appendages from their torso. Oh dear. Their eyes hungrily fixate on the other crew members. Run! It begins to twist and contorts its body until it's walking backwards on all fours, skittering towards you, flailing its limbs violently as it screeches a terrifying scream that nearly deafens anyone close enough to get caught in its proximity. It springs through the air towards you just as you hit the ground for cover. It launches itself over you and latches its long, needle-like fingers into the abdomen and neck of another survivor. It begins to rip and tear them in two before vigorously chomping down on the entrails of the still-living recruit, devouring their flesh and not wasting any time or meat. As your team unloads round after round into each and every part of the creature, it continues to hurl its limbs forward, crawling hastily towards you in an upside-down, spider-like pose. I hate it! After seeing survivor after survivor being ripped to shreds before your very eyes, you decide it's time to flee. You make a run for your vehicle and scramble into the driver's seat. The last 2 remaining survivors rush to the passenger seats with the grotesque monstrosity in tow. As this last survivor slams their door shut, a horrific screech of pain rings out. You look behind you to see what's going on as you catch sight of 4 needle-like fingers writhing in the back seat. Its entire hand nearly severed by the expedient slam of the car door. You hit the gas and speed home as fast as you can, not slowing down to even talk about what you just encountered at the power plant. When you get home, you and the other survivors explain what you've seen and what happened to your fallen compatriots. For your efforts, you are handsomely rewarded with extra rations for the next month, and that quantum fusion core creates enough power to keep your compound's generators going for the next century without having a care in the world. Congratulations, your supply run was incredibly successful. Well done. You have an 82% chance of surviving in a zombie apocalypse. Your secret word is severed. Because I severed the hand with my car door. Well, my teammate severed the guy's hand with the car door. Your result has been based on many different variables and it may vary each playthrough depending on a multitude of factors. We hope you enjoyed your experience and have learned a little more about your brain, about how your brain works when presented with different survival situations, conflicts, and altercations. Take the secret word that was just assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on called Chasing Demons, which you can now add to your wish list on Steam for future updates. I think that game is out. Let me check. So, Steam, Randumb Studios. Let's see. Fate Weaver, The Test, Secret of Souls, so Chasing Demons, Chasing Demons, Chasing Demons. They have 26 games. And it does not want to move to the second page. Okay. So, Severed. Okay, gotcha. We will also be taking your name from the comments and placing it in the credits of our upcoming RPG title as a thank you for participation and support. We really, truly appreciate you, and we look forward to reading your words and thoughts. We will always read every comment we get. You won't go unnoticed. Again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope you got some form of enjoyment from our projects. I got much enjoyment. Okay, so I think I have a few more games from them that I might be playing soon. So I will be sure to leave a comment for them, since I think that game is not out yet. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know I did. I approve of having successfully survived a zombie apocalypse and getting those extra rations. I like rations. That ending prologue thing, or not prologue, epilogue, I love that. That was awesome. It was gruesome and beautiful, disgusting. I kind of want more of that world. Um, like, I don't know if I want like as a movie or a game or something. I just want to go play some sort of survival game with zombies where I like build things. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe on here, as well as on my Twitch, which is the same, Beware Mutated Zombies. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, evening, afternoon. Okay, bye!